It was a busy day in the NFL world today, but we're so ready to break it down. Let's hop into week 2 overreactions. As impressive as the Cowboys were in their week 1 win over the Browns, they were equally bad in the loss to the Saints Sunday, if not worse. And while it's easy to blame the offense and the very well paid Dak Prescott for scoring just 1 touchdown and settling for 4 field goals, the big concern here has to be what the Saints did to Dallas's defense. 35 points at the half, 44 total. Alvin Kamara had 4 touchdowns. The whole idea of Dallas being good this year was about a defense that could keep them in games. But if this is what they're going to look like, this team's in trouble. In a shocking turn of events, the 49ers lost to the Vikings. And I know a lot of us are going to want to make that game about the Niners, but I gotta say, man, I walk away from this one a little more convinced that the Vikings might actually be good. We couldn't be too sure about that after they beat down the Giants, but now, listen, man, despite losing Justin Jefferson to a quad contusion, they took San Francisco's best shot and stood up on defense, held them to 17 points, and got another solid game from Sam Darnold to win. Look out for the Vikings. Are the Ravens okay? Baltimore lost at home to the Raiders Sunday to fall to 0-2. And if their week 1 loss to the Chiefs was expected, this one was concerning. They blew a 10-point fourth quarter lead, struggling to get stops against Gardner Minshew. And this is not the start we expected from this team after they made such a big splash for Derrick Henry. But with Pittsburgh beating the Broncos to move to 2-0, maybe the Ravens aren't the team to beat in the AFC North. Joe Burrow went into Arrowhead Sunday with a 3-1 record against the Chiefs, but he left with his second straight loss to KC. While the Bengals held the lead going into the fourth quarter, of course, Patrick Mahomes did what Patrick Mahomes does and found a way to pull out the dub in the final seconds. There were quite a few times the Chiefs didn't look very Chiefs-like, including that incredible Cam Taylor-Brett interception to cap off the third quarter. But they got it done in the crunch. And the Bengals are going to need a little more time for Burrow, Jamar Chase and company to find their groove. In a fun head-to-head matchup of 2 of the young quarterbacks with a ton of hype, CJ Stroud proved to us once again how talented he and this Texans team actually are. With guys like Rome Odunze not 100% healthy and Keenan Allen questionable to play before the game even started, Caleb Williams and the Bears couldn't really get it going. But ultimately it went the way it was supposed to. Houston is really a force to be reckoned with, but I think we knew that already.